We're going to Erev Shabbos, Parsha Ki Tavo. So Parsha Ki Tavo, winding down the end of the year, so we have this wonderful explanation of what takes place with the Bikurim. We should be zoche to be able to bring Bikurim very soon. And so it's amazing. This is actually an amazing book that my children have. And they do translate it into English. I'm not sure. If those of you guys watching in America, tell me what it's called. In Israel, it's called 𝗟𝗚 v'ke'ilu, where they go through different experiences of what things would be like today. If we'd have the Beis HaMikdash. So there's one on Bikurim, and it gives this amazing description, and just seeing, the amazing positive energy and simcha that there was while bringing the Bikurim. And in the Parsha, it speaks about this lashon of what was said. What was said when a person would bring the Bikurim, which we're familiar with from Leil HaSeder, right? Leil HaSeder, where we go through, this story of the Jewish people, the history of the Jewish people. And I happen to also at the same time being learning Ma'aser Sheni. At the end of Ma'aser Sheni, as you finish, it goes on to explain what the depth was being said through this declaration when we brought Bikurim. And I wanted to share a little bit with you because it's quite fascinating. So the last Mishnah, it's actually not the last Mishnah, it's Mishnah Yud Gimel. But the last part of this declaration which was said, in the Beis HaMikdash, where we daven to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, we say, Hashkifa mema'oin kadshecha min hashamayim. Look from us, look down at HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Now we've done everything. We've given the Trumas and the Maestros, and we've done everything lefi halacha. Asinu masha 𝗟𝗘𝗧'𝗦. We did HaKadosh Baruch Hu that which you told us to. Af ata ase masha הבטחתנו. So you HaKadosh Baruch Hu, do for us like you gave us haftacha, you told us you would do. Hashkifa mema'on kadshecha min hashamayim uvareches 𝗟𝗛𝗕𝗏 Yisrael. Bless the Jewish people, bivanim uvavanos, the Mishnah says, with sons and daughters, 𝗟𝗚𝗓𝗦𝗧, and the land that you gave to us, betal uvamatar ubavladas behemoth, you should give us dew and give us rain, and that the animals, should give birth. Kasher nishbata lavosenu, like you promised to our avos, eretz zavas chalav udavash, a land, which is flowing with milk and honey. On this, the Mishnah says, Kidei shetitein ta'am beperos, so that the peros should be sweet. Looking at this Mishnah, I was thinking here. Here's this incredible spiritual moment. It's like the peak of everything, all the Truma, the Maestros and everything, going to the Beis HaMikdash, and we bring it. Mamish in the Beis HaMikdash and this tefillah to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and they're all the way at the end. Like bottom line. What's this bringing us to? The HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that we should have sweet fruits. Now listen, I like fruits. Sweet fruits are good. Sweet fruits are good. They're good. It's important. But is this really, this the tachlis over here? This is the purpose of everything. This is the tefillah that we're ending off with. So that Hashem, our pears, our apples, and our oranges, they should be good. They should be sweet. So the answer is yes. The answer is yes. We've lost an appreciation for this because of galus, because of exile, of how important the produce of Eretz Yisrael we find all over Chumash, how important it is. It's just for us to understand the context of it. Really rolling into the end of the year, we are running into Rosh Hashana. There's a Torah of the Sfas Emes that I never had a chance to really share because it's Parsha Zazinu. I think it usually falls out it always seems to fall out right before Sukkot. We don't have a chance to be able to record. But it's a Torah that always lightens up my eyes. And I always think, halavai, I should think about this before Rosh Hashana. So we're going to do it. Here in Hazinu, the last Torah the Sfas Emes shared in his life, in Parsha Hazinu, in Taf Reish Samech Aleph, the Psukim are speaking about how the Torah is called rain. The Torah is called rain. Kayarif kamata. So he says over here, very, very powerful words. Shetachlas haTorah lehoitzi al yada mikoyach el hapoel kol asher hitmen HaKadosh Baruch Hu ba'olam. Why is Torah called rain? Because he says the tachlis of the Torah, a purpose of the Torah, is in order to bring out the potential of everything that exists in this physical world. Ela kol asher hitmin HaKadosh Baruch Hu ba'olam kedimyon hamatar sha'ayado motzian min ha'adama mikoach lapol kol ha'peros. That just like rain is something which is brought down and enables the land to be able to bring out the peros, so too the Torah, the tachlis of the Torah, the 𝗟𝗏 𝗦 says, is that therefore in this world, through limud Torah, it's able to bring out the potential good in this world. Now, why this is fascinating is because we're so used to the idea, and it's emes, right? That the purpose of learning Torah is to learn Torah, right? And the Torah is a way for us to be able to be davak and connect to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and it's true. But we see being expressed here in the tzvas emes. If we can say we just passed 𝗖𝗛𝗕𝗘𝗏, right? About the birthday of the Baal Tanya and the Baal Shem Tov. Right? The HaKadosh Baruch Hu is mis'aveh. HaKadosh Baruch Hu desired to have a dir b'tachtonim. The HaKadosh Baruch Hu didn't just want the Torah. The Malachim said, leave the Torah in Shemayim. The HaKadosh Baruch Hu wanted the Torah to be implemented down here in this physical world. And what the tzvas emes is sharing is that just like rain brings out the potential of fruits, that when we have a Yid, we have me, we have you, and we're involved in this physical world, and we learn Torah in this physical world, what it's actually doing is it's bringing out the potential of the physical world. It's upgrading the existence of the physical world. And therefore, we just read in the Mishnah Sheni, yes, at the end of this whole entire process, the Kadosh Baruch Hu should bring out tam peros, that the fruit should be sweet. Because when we follow the Torah and we follow the mitzvahs, right, the result of that is having a physical world which is upgraded. It's having a physical world, right, which is the spitz of the spitz. It's not that you have ruchnius and you have gashmius. We're always speaking about an integration. And that is what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wanted. So as I walk away for us, for those of you that are listening and you're spending these couple of weeks before Rosh Hashana at work, sitting at your desk and wondering, look at me. I'm just a schlepper. What am I doing to prepare myself for Rosh Hashana, for Yom Kippur? It's already, slichas are starting. What have I done? Where's my elo slipped to? For us to recognize that you should hold your head up high. Our involvement in Gashmias, your involvement of whatever you're involved in your work, right? When you do it, and you don't just do it lahavdil like a goy does it, but you do it following Torah, you do it following mitzvahs, you're doing it with emunah, you're doing it trying to connect to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That which you are doing in your part of developing HaKadosh Baruch Hu's world, and in making this world a better place, and integrating your Torah and learning Torah on your job when you have the opportunity to, that itself is creating a tremendous nachas ruach for HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and it's what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wanted from us. Have a good Shabbos.